Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde. Bonsoir plutôt.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir tout le monde.
Bonsoir tout le monde.
Vous allez bien ce soir?
Oui.
Très bien, très bien, très bien.
Ouais,
Ça va, ça va.
ça va. Pour certains d'entre vous, il est un petit peu tard parce que nous sommes tous sur des fuseaux horaires différents. Alors voilà. I would like to welcome everyone. Welcome to this Prêt à parler journey. We are so happy to have you with us tonight as we are going to reveal to you our story and introduce you to our little family, the Prêt à parler team. So tonight, we have a really exciting evening for you because we are going to unveil the new programs which we will start offering as of January. So stay until the end to hear more about them, and especially because we have a Black Friday offer, which we only offer to our private clients and our newsletter subscribers. Are you ready, everyone? Vous êtes prêts?
Oui.
Ouais?
Oui.
Super. Alors, on va regarder. Tout le monde est là. On peut voir tous les profs. We can see all the teachers. That is great. Wonderful. So I'm going to share with you my screen, and I will share with you a presentation which will show you the story about Prêt à parler. We're going to start with this. So I think for you, the teachers, you might discover new things about me today that you don't know yet. So it should be fun. Let me share my screen with you. There you go. Can you all see well?
Oui.
Yeah? Ok, super. Alors, on va commencer cette soirée de Prêt à parler journey right now. Let's start this evening. So I'm going to turn off my little music and I will go into, my new mode. There you go. Alors, si vous avez un petit verre de quelque chose, moi ce soir je bois un petit verre de Jurançon. Do you know the Jurançon, everyone?
Très bien.
Ouais.
Non.
Un vin liquoreux.
Oui, un petit vin dessert en fait. Très fruité, sirupeux, voilà. J'aime bien, comme le Mont Basillac. So if you have something to drink, don't hesitate. If you have a cup of tea, some coffee, if you would like coffee before in the evening like this. So I invite you to have a nice little drink. Voilà. Oh, et Pranay est avec nous également. Super, super. Je vais regarder. Let me see. Lovely. Welcome, Pranay. We're so happy to have you with us. Super. So let's start this evening. Tonight, we're going to talk about our story. And you have to know that the story of Prêt à parler started with me alone with Prêt à parler. It seems like a very big company. It's still a human-sized company, of course, with our 8 teachers and our 6 admin dream team. But when it started back in 2015, it was only me. So I'm going to tell you my story, why I founded Prêt à parler, how did it all start? First of all, it starts with an expat story like yours. So I'm an expat as well, and I will tell you that my whole family were expats as well. So this is me, and I will take a little pointer. This was the mini me when I was the same age as my daughter, Victoria. She's 2 and I was 2 here. And we can see the same desire to overcome and to rule the world, maybe, in the little Isabelle. So I want to tell you the story of how I became the person that I am right now. So it all starts with my own family. My family and I, we've been expats. My family comes from Belgium first, so I will show you. This is my mother's side. So these are all Belgian farmers. They used to live in a very big farm. They were 2 families, so they were 16 children and 2 couples, and they were raising cows, so cattle. They had a dairy farm. And when my grandfather was 40 years old, he had probably a midlife crisis, and he decided that he wanted to move to Canada because they were promising the fertile lands of Quebec. So that's what they did with their 8 children. They took a plane, which was not so common in that time, and then they went to Canada. So that's how their expat story started. You have to know that my grandmother, Louisa Roman, they were Flemish, so they spoke Flemish mostly, but my grandmother spoke French, and she was a French teacher. So that's where the French comes back, probably. They were really, really hardworking, and I really admire them, and they were my source of inspiration. Then on my father's side, they were French. So they did the same. When my grandfather was about 40, he decided to move to Canada. He was a metal worker, and he got offered a really good opportunity, earning, I think it was 4 times his salary at the time, to move to Quebec. So this is my family here. My father, who was 7 at the time, right here, my grandma and my grandpa, and also their eldest son, who they had adopted as well, so my father's cousin, and they were on a boat. So they took a 3-week cruise to move to Canada from France. And just to show you, my grandmother was very elegant. She was from Paris. Her name was Muguette. And my grandfather was a musician at heart. His name was Lucien. And he was from Brittany, from Bretagne. So this is where my stubbornness comes from, I'm sure. So that's also probably where my love for music came from, with my grandfather. He always pushed me to do the best I could and to learn languages and to love music. And these are my parents. So this is my father, Eric, and my mother, Myriam. They met during their studies and during their medical school. And this is where I grew up, in Saint-Hyacinthe, Quebec, Canada. And these are my sisters. So we are all the products of expatriation. And my sisters and I, we consider ourselves very much from Quebec, very Quebecer, even though we have European roots. Then what happened? I expatriated myself as well. I had a I wanted to discover my French, my European roots and my Belgian roots. So what I did is that when I turned 25, after my studies in opera, very, very much encouraged by my grandfather, I moved to Europe to find my voice and my roots. And so I established myself in Munich, and my biggest dream was to perform opera. So you can see this is the Munich Opera House, and I was giving guided tours in French and in English, never in German, unfortunately, but this is how my expat life started. So I had to learn German when I moved to Germany. Then my next step for the expatriation was Switzerland. So I had lived a little bit in Italy, in Austria as well, but then my next step was Switzerland. And I've been living here for over 7 years now. I moved in November 2014, so 7 years now. And then in January 2015, I decided to found Prêt à Paris. I loved singing, but I also loved teaching. I had been teaching French and English in Munich, Germany, for the 4 years that I had been there. And so in Geneva, what happened is that I would run myself everywhere, all around Geneva and a little bit outside Geneva as well. I would teach in person at that time, and I would teach either at my client's place or at their office or in beautiful spots of Geneva. As you can see, this was one of my former clients, and she would always bring me a bottle of wine. So the pleasure of learning had always to be combined with the pleasure of life, of course. So we would do picnic, drink wine. I would also teach at Hotel Tiffany face-to-face. I loved what I was doing. And I think my clients really liked it because I got fully booked very, very quickly. And I didn't really have to do much publicity. People were just hearing about me through word of mouth. So then I was still performing during the teaching years. I was performing in Geneva, but also outside Geneva. So you can see here, this is at the Victoria Hall, which is a beautiful concert hall in Geneva. And this is with the Chœur du Mont Blanc. Some of the performances that I've done. And I even had the chance to sing at the UN. So this is at the Palais des Nations. I sang a world premiere called Zuhur e Salam in Arabic. And that was an incredible experience. We even recorded the song in Zurich. And I even got invited on tour to go to South Korea and Japan with the UN Singers of New York and Geneva. That was, I would say, the highlight of my opera career so far. I loved it. So I was teaching a lot in person, and then something happened which made me want to switch to online. So I was also teaching on Zoom. I had started teaching on Zoom in 2015, but I was still teaching face-to-face. And this is what happened. So I got pregnant with my first child, and I got quite big, as you can see, and I just couldn't run everywhere. It was just too exhausting. So I brought all my clients online on Zoom, and I promised them that it would be as good, if not better, than face-to-face. And they all followed me. And this is how the online version of Prêt à Parler started. So we moved everything online in January 2018. And this is when I needed help, because I knew that once I would have my kids, I could not continue teaching. It would be much harder. And I had around 40 students at the time. So this is when I recruited my first wonderful partner in crime, and her name is Mia. And she was my first assistant at the time, and also two teachers I will introduce later, and I will introduce Mia later. So when I will introduce the team, you will get to meet them. So this is when Prêt à Parler started to grow. And as Prêt à Parler was growing, my family started growing as well. So here you can see my son. Isn't he adorable? Arthur, born in July 2018. And this is my daughter, Victoria, born on my birthday in September 2019. So it is not easy to be a mompreneur, believe me, but that's another story. We're not going to talk about it. You can see it's always about balancing work and family. But what I can say that we were very lucky to have moved to online because we could make the most of the COVID time. So that was a really great moment for us to grow. And I can say also, from the mompreneur perspective, we had such a big growth. As I had just had my second child, I had to bring my computer at the hospital. So this is how intense the growth was in 2019, 2020. So I consider Prêt à Parler as my first baby and my family now. As you know, as we are expats, we need support, because we don't have our own family here. So it's great when we can build a support network to make our life much easier here. And this is what Prêt à Parler is and has always, that's what I have always wanted to create for my clients. And this is what I want to talk about today. I'm going to introduce you to La Famille Prêt à Parler. So I want you to remember, and probably you already know this, but we are a tight-knitted team of admin and teachers who really care about each other, like a family. And we're multilingual citizens of the world, so we really understand your struggles as an expat living abroad. We try the best we can to offer a memorable and highly engaging French learning experience. We really love to see our clients succeed, and we always do our best to make it happen. With us, you don't only learn French, you really become part of the family. So let me introduce you to my Prêt à Parler family. So our first person who will introduce herself will be Mia, and she's our Chief of Operations. This is why everything works so smoothly at Prêt à Parler. Mia, are you ready to introduce yourself? Let me know. Is Mia ready to introduce herself? Let me see. Because she is with her Mia has 3 kids and she has a little baby boy. So I think she's trying to put him in bed right now. Yeah, she's not here. So what we're going to do is that we will hear from, oh yes, we have Lovely, who is our head of customer service. She's actually the one who joined us when I had just had Victoria. So she couldn't be with us tonight because she's already in bed. It's very late for her, where she's based. And I will share with you her little video, her introductory video then. So let me go back to the other side. So we can hear our lovely. There you go.
Hello to our dear clients. My name is Lovely, and some of you I've already talked to over the phone. Some I've had the pleasure of communicating with via email, and to those I have yet to meet, I'd like to express how grateful I am and the whole team for your trust in our services. If you have any questions or need any assistance, I'm that person you can reach out to at Parler. Merci.
Voila, that was lovely. As you know, you've all met her either virtually, online, or she called you at some point to take good care of yourself. Now we're going to chat with Ellie. So let me share with you my screen again. Ellie, are you able to talk with us?
Hi everyone. Bonsoir. My name is Ellie. I'm from Macedonia. I'm part of the admin team since February 2020. My job is maintaining the website, publishing new content, and generally making sure everything looks nice, among other things. Being part of Parler has been really great, and I look forward to seeing you all as part of our school. Thank you. That's all from me.
That's great. Thank you so much, Ellie. The next person who will introduce herself will be, I want to say her, but it's going to be our couple, our wonderful marketing and social media couple. And this is Sonia and Vincent. Are you there to introduce yourself, Sonia and Vincent?
Yeah, hello. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Sonia, and I am here with Vincent or Vincent.
Bonsoir.
And yeah, we are in charge of all the marketing and content creation of Parler since April. And well, we are very happy to be part of this team. We try to communicate all the values of Parler through images and through words. Okay, this is our job. And yeah, we are happy to see that the community is more and more engaged. And well, for those people that are here, please follow us on our social media, check our blogs, blog posts and our newsletters. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Yeah, merci.
Thank you. Merci.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Vincent, you will introduce yourself later, right? When you will be talking about the teacher. Our last but not the least, Steffi, our latest addition to the team. Do you want to say a little hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone. I'm Stefania. I'm from Macedonia, as Ellie also, and I'm with this team since April 2021. And in general, I'm helping Lovely and Ellie, and my job is to help you guys with the lessons and everything. So I'm very happy to be part of this family.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Steffi. We're honored to have you with us as well. Do we have Mia? Is Mia ready to introduce herself? Or not yet? I don't think so, huh? Little baby, it's a tough time when you have a small child to put in bed. So then we will introduce our team of Super Prof. Yes, yes, yes. So let me go back to sharing the screen. We've got a great team of 8 teachers. We have Johan, Brice, Laurent, Sandra, Marion, Vincent, Sarah, and Aurore. So Marion is with us a little bit more in the background because she is doing other activities at the moment. And I believe Aurore will take a little break because she will welcome herself, her beautiful baby, very soon. So full-time we have Yohan. Maybe Yohan, you want to introduce yourself to start with, since you were the first one to join us on the PàP team.
Oui, c'est ça. Bonsoir tout le monde. Donc, moi, c'est Yohan. So yeah, I started Prêt à Parler since pretty much the beginning. We're a small team at start, and I'm a teacher, mainly a teacher. And I'm also educational coordinator, but mainly a teacher. I like to teach. That's what I like the most. Yeah, I've been here since 2018, and it's really a pleasure to be in this team, and I hope it's gonna last for many, many years. And yeah, about the teaching, I really like to make the student comfortable with their French. And I'm more an expert with the beginners. I really like the beginners. I don't know why. I really like the beginners. I like to see them improve. And I'm also an expert with the FIDE exam. And maybe you've seen some webinars or something. I create some content sometimes. So maybe you also saw me on YouTube or webinars. And yeah, really happy to be in this team. It's been a couple of years now, and it's perfect. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much, Yohan. It's an honor to have you on the team as well.
Merci.
Yohan is our pedagogical coordinator, along with Brice, our super prof Brice. So, Brice, would you like to introduce yourself as well? Tu peux te présenter, Brice.
Oui. Donc, je m'appelle Brice, and well, I've been teaching and working for Prêt à Parler since it's been 2 years now, about 2 years now. And I'm very happy to be a part of this amazing team with amazing super prof. We all try to give you the best classes that we can. And I hope you are all enjoying the classes. So yes, as you said, I'm a super prof, just like the others, and also one of the 2 pedagogical managers. So yes, we are trying to make sure everything is running well for you guys during your classes. And I don't know, maybe trying to bring you the best quality that you expect. And yes, creating new projects, new things, new webinars, podcasts, the Club de Conversation, everything, just for you guys. And yes, I'm really happy to be here with you, actually.
We're really happy to have you on the team as well, Brice. It's a great pleasure.
Merci.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Maintenant, nous avons Laurence qui nous a rejoint un peu après Yohan, quelques mois plus tard. Laurence, est-ce que tu peux te présenter? Can you introduce yourself?
Oui, bien sûr. Donc, bonjour à tous et à toutes. Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to see you tonight. So, as Isabelle said, my name is Laurence, and I joined Prêt à Parler team on September 2019. And it has been just a great journey so far, and I hope it will continue many years as well. So I really like teaching, especially with the complete beginner, a little bit like Yohan, because when you have complete beginners, you can really see them improve, and it's very nice. But I also like when my students have a special goal to achieve, like for example, when they have to pass the FIDE exam or the DELF exam, and that we are going together to reach that goal. So I think it's very challenging and interesting to do that too. So I hope I will see you soon, and maybe you have seen me as well during the quiz or during the mini lesson on Thursday at noon, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much, Laurence. We also really look forward to seeing you every Thursday at noon, right? That's the mini lesson, huh? Oh, and Laurence is always very involved in our social media as well, so you can watch many of her former quizzes, which are now on YouTube on our playlists. Thank you so much. Notre prochaine super prof à se présenter, ce sera Sandra. Sandra, tu peux te présenter, s'il te plaît? We would love to hear from you.
Eh oui, bonsoir tout le monde. Donc, je m'appelle Sandra, and like Laurence, I've been with Prêt à Parler since September 2019. And yeah, I'm really happy here. And so far it has been my best work experience because it's really much more than work. And as you said, so good. I mean, so well, Isabelle, it's really a family. And we feel really comfortable here for many years. Yes, we hope. So me, I specialize in FIDE exam and also in teaching beginners to upper intermediate. So that's A0 to B2. And my most valued qualities when it comes to work is, I think, professionalism and reliability. So I really want to be here for the students and to answer their mails as soon as possible and answer any question they can have. And especially have a positive attitude.
That's what we want to hear. Positive. It's the best way to keep being motivated and to make progress, right? Especially positive reinforcement, which is what one of our biggest values here at Prêt à Parler. Thank you so much, Sandra. Really, really a pleasure to have you on the team. And the next person to introduce himself will be our other male professor, and this is Vincent. Can you please introduce yourself? On aimerait bien savoir qui tu es, Vincent. Parle-nous de toi.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Good evening. Well, I don't know what to say after all these amazing profiles. Well, I am also a French teacher, part of the team, part of the family. I've been teaching and working with Prêt à Parler since September 2020. And yeah, I mean, it's a pleasure to be here. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you all in our classes and yeah. I mean, it's a pleasure.
Vincent is very modest because he is very beloved by all his students, and he's very, very good at FIDE. All our teachers are FIDE specialists, and everybody who studies FIDE really make great progress, but we'll talk about that later. Thank you so much, Vincent. It's a pleasure to have you on the team as well. The next person to introduce herself is Sarah. Tu peux nous parler un petit peu de toi, Sarah, s'il te plaît?
Bonsoir tout le monde. So my name is Sarah. I've been working with Prêt à Parler since September 2020. So it's been a year. And so what I can say so far, it has been, of course, a very enjoyable experience. So I'm just going to repeat basically what my colleagues just said. So it's going to sound a bit boring now. But
what do you like to teach? Who do you prefer to teach, or what is your favorite topic to teach in French?
Well, I don't really have a favorite. I'll say level. I'm comfortable with all levels, to be honest, from beginners to advanced levels. And I had actually students who were complete beginners and others were already proficient. And I had a very good experience, a very good time with all of them. And yeah, so they basically, if they were learning French with me, it's because they had for several reasons. Sometimes it was because I was helping them to prepare for the FIDE exams, but also because they wanted it was just for the simple pleasure of learning a new language and to be able to interact with a community, because it's mostly people who live in Switzerland or were very, very interesting in the French culture. So sometimes they have a second home in France or because they work in France as well. So yes, this was...
You mentioned something really important, Sarah. You said the pleasure of learning, and that's exactly what it is. At Prêt à Parler, we really want to make sure that you enjoy learning French with us. And that's really at the heart of our core values at Prêt à Parler. And you will see more about that later. Thank you so much, Sarah. It's a pleasure, really, to have you on the team as well. Like everyone else, I carefully choose to be on my team. The last teacher, but not the least, our dear Aurore. Peux-tu te présenter, Aurore, s'il te plaît?
Ben oui, bien sûr. Bonsoir tout le monde. Donc, moi, c'est Aurore. So, like the others, I started teaching in Prêt à Parler since 2020. in September, so it's been more than a year now. Yeah, so like the others, for me, working for Prêt à Parler is also a very great experience, and I'm very happy to be part of the family. And what to say? Yeah, I mean, for me, when I have to teach, it's always about enjoying yourself. My objective is for the students to start liking learning French. It has to be fun, and until I don't get this goal, I'm not happy with myself. So I think I can end up people to like French, which is which makes the whole process of learning much more interesting, because I think when people are enjoying something, their mind is more relaxed, and because it's more relaxed, they assimilate much quicker everything, and they also look forward to the next lesson. So everything it's a win-win situation actually. Yes. And yes, and also yeah, the idea is for you to boost your confidence when you need to, when it comes to speaking. And this is what it's all about. Yeah, it's all about communication. So yes, so this is what we do. Yeah,
improving the level of comfort, feeling that you can manage your everyday life and you're not afraid of speaking French anymore. That's exactly what all our teachers really make sure that you you master these skills, because they're really so important and it makes such a big difference. You're so right. Oh, merci beaucoup. It's a pleasure, a huge pleasure to have you on the team, and all of you, my dear super prof. Thank you so much. And I believe now Mia is back. Are you back, Mia? Mais ça, je ne peux pas encore. Ah, Charles-Antoine. Charles-Antoine is her little boy. He's not sleeping. It's fine. I will just say a few words. Mia is our wonderful, wonderful chief of operations, and she's the one making sure that everything works seamlessly behind the scene, coordinating everything. She's really my bras droit, my right arm or left arm, I think in English we say. Okay, so let's get to the next part of our presentation. So let me get back to my presentation mode. Pardonnez-moi. So as you know, I am not someone who thought would be technologically savvy. When I started, I was an opera singer, you know, so I knew a bit of Facebook and Instagram, and now look at what we are doing here thanks to the skill and the knowledge of all the right people within Prêt à Parler. I could not do this myself. It's the whole team effort, Prêt à Parler. So the next part of our presentation is you, our dear clients. We want to talk about you. Who are you? Why are you contacting us? Well, I'm really happy to say that since 2018, and that's when our team grew, we've had more than 200 happy clients. So you, our dear clients, and we've got so many 5-star review on Google. We have, and we're really proud of this, we are pioneers of the FIDE preparation. This is an exam which only was available as of January 2019 to the change of regulations and requirements by the Swiss government. And I'm so happy to say that we have 100% FIDE success. So well done, the teachers, and well done to all of you, our clients. Our clients love us so much, you love us so much that our renewal rate is 80%. So everybody really enjoys learning with us, and they keep learning with us on the long term. That means at least 6 months, minimum 6 months and more, a year. Some of our clients have been studying with us for over 3 years now, and they really, really enjoy our services. So we're so happy. It's interesting because the people who contact us, so you contacted us because you had several situations which no other language schools were able to find a solution to. So we've had clients who contacted us because they had ADHD and they couldn't find a teacher who could help them with that, or they had dyslexia. We had several clients who were pregnant and they couldn't attend face-to-face lessons, or they just had a baby and they had to prepare for the FIDE. or they were so busy, they were traveling too much with work, and they had barely any time for French, but they had to prepare for the FIDE, or they had to improve their French for their job, for their everyday life. And so our services was exactly what they needed when they had an irregular schedule. And even some people are contacting us living abroad. So they are living in Qatar, they're living in the Netherlands, in the United States, in Japan, and they want to learn French because they are planning on moving to Switzerland and they want to prepare ahead of time. So really the online solution helps so many of our clients, and we're so happy. We really have your happiness and your success at heart. So let's listen a testimonial from our great, dear, and very loyal client. His name is Mélie, and he will tell you more about why he loves Prêt à Parler so much.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mélie, je suis turc et je suis active dans le secteur de e-commerce. J'habite à Genève depuis 10 ans et j'ai un permis C et je suis en train de déposer une demande de naturalisation suisse pour toute la famille. Ça fait quelques années que j'ai passé le test DELF au niveau B2 et ça c'est largement grâce à Prêt à Parler. Well, there are many great things to say about Prêt à Parler. Here's my top 3. The first one would be that the teachers are simply amazing. They are handpicked. They know what they're doing very well. They are passionate about it and they're patient. Over time, I had the possibility of working with several teachers, and with each and every single of them, I had a great experience. Second, I really liked the aspect of Prêt à Parler that there's a lot of flexibility. Booking lessons is just few clicks away, and it's very easily done. And then online classes can be easily squeezed in to a lunch break or into a gap, an hour gap in the day. So that's I think super. I will say as the third point that the depth of education is also excellent, in a way that Prêt à Parler is not just about learning French, but it's also an entry into French culture. And I think especially if you do live in a francophone country, that's a great key, great way to integrate into the local culture. Well, after all the classes with Prêt à Parler, I feel very confident about speaking in French. I can pick up the phone and get things done in French, join in conversations, and then even talk about complex subjects. I think my experience with Prêt à Parler has been a great investment. I would say it paid out really well. And I would say if you are looking to learn French or improve your French, definitely give it a go and try Prêt à Parler and then see if it works for you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Voila, we heard Mélie. Thank you so much for your great testimonial. We also have the testimonial of Elisna Fanzil, and we will listen to what she has to say. She made the effort of speaking the whole time in French. So Vincent, the teacher of Elisna, I think you will be very proud of her. Let's listen to her testimonial.
Bonsoir. Je voudrais me présenter, mais d'abord, je vais déjà demander pardon. Je suis une étudiante française et bien sûr, je fais encore des erreurs, mais je continue à essayer. Je m'appelle Elisna et je viens d'Afrique du Sud. J'ai déménagé ici en Suisse il y a environ 6 ans. Et je travaille dans une entreprise pharmaceutique comme un contrôleur de finances. J'ai un permis B et pendant le Covid, j'ai décidé que je devais obtenir un permis C. Mais j'ai réalisé que j'ai besoin de réussir le FIDE. À l'époque, j'ai un prof privé, mais malheureusement, elle ne connaissait pas vraiment le système de FIDE. Donc, j'ai pensé, qu'est-ce que je dois faire? Et j'ai commencé dans une école bien connue pour 6 cours particuliers. Et puis, par hasard, j'ai vu une annonce de prêt-à-parler pour 5 leçons. Et je me suis dit, pourquoi pas? Franchement, c'était ma meilleure décision. Depuis le début, j'ai eu une expérience exceptionnelle avec prêt-à-parler. Je me sentais à l'aise, les leçons étaient amusantes, on riait, vraiment c'était génial. Et je n'ai pas eu la même expérience avec l'autre école. Et finalement, quand j'ai pris la décision, c'était vraiment facile. Après le FIDE, j'ai décidé de continuer seulement avec prêt-à-parler. Dans mon cas, je voulais améliorer mon français davantage et pas seulement pour le FIDE. J'ai de plus en plus confiance pour parler en français et avant, j'évitais de la faire à chaque occasion. Je suis très heureux et pour moi, la connaissance et l'apprentissage sont un grand investissement. Et comme comme ma prof m'expliquait, après un petit blabla, on peut dire « et voilà ». Donc, merci beaucoup et bonne soirée et voilà.
Et voilà, merci beaucoup Elisna, c'est vraiment très chou. Merci infiniment à vous, hein? C'est génial. Alors, now we're going to talk about how prêt-à-parler has evolved since the beginning. So we're at the beginning right here in January 2015. I just arrived in Switzerland. So I started teaching face-to-face, a little bit via Zoom. And then when we started working with Mia, thanks to her, we developed the completely fully online system. So we had to create an online reservation system so you could book, reschedule your lessons whenever you needed it. So from your phone, from the comfort of your home, it was much easier for you to rebook and book your lessons. Then we developed a client portal where you can have all your lessons recording and your homework and the details of your lessons plus your contract and so much more accessible to you whenever you need it 24/7. We also developed our e-courses, so our signature e-courses, French for Everyday Life was the very first one we worked on. And then we developed the webinars, which were given by Johan, which are called the French Toolbox now. And recently, about a year ago, not even a year ago, we launched Prêt à FIDE, which is an e-course fully independent where you can prepare for your FIDE exam, which is a great tool to have along your private lessons for FIDE. And we also kept developing our social media channels, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and we even launched our own podcast last year. That was exactly a year ago in November last year. So every week you can listen to our super prof Brice et Sandra. They're sharing their tips on how to improve your French en français, so you can improve your French comprehension as well. So this brings us to today. Today, we're almost in 2022. So what is our vision for today? Our vision is to become Switzerland's leading online French language school. We have always seen the future being online, and that's exactly what we're continuing to do. And so we will continue with that, to continue to serve you well, and especially to bring you on our journey into French. So, la vie en français, c'est un voyage au quotidien. Life in French is a journey, a daily journey. And this is what you're experiencing as expats. We at PàP Team, we wholeheartedly believe that learning French is a lifelong love affair. You always learn. Every day you learn new vocabulary, new expressions, and it's a bit like a relationship you have. You cannot take it for granted. Otherwise, you start forgetting the vocabulary and the grammar. So it's important to keep learning and to keep improving what you know. We really believe that the renewed enjoyment of the learning experience is what ultimately drives you to stay motivated and to make real progress happen. So every time you enjoy your lesson, every single lesson you learn something new and you enjoy it, it's really what helps you to stay motivated. We have created new solutions for you. We've thought a lot about how much you enjoyed our conversation club. Many of you told us that you would love to join some group lessons, to be part of some activities outside Prêt à Parler as well. So we really listened to your feedback and to your suggestions. And so we've created the right solution to help you reach your goals. So it's not only going to be the private lessons or the e-courses anymore. Our learning journeys were carefully designed to offer you an immersive approach, which enables your unique learning style to produce the results that you want to make your life in French even more enjoyable and comfortable, because that's the goal. You need to feel like you are becoming Swiss or French, depending where you are living. We want you to experience the pleasure of learning with Prêt à Parler. So what we will do is that we will immerse yourself in our learning journey and you will fall in love with French over and over again. Really, our journeys are an investment in your success in French. Do you want to know what we have for you, what we have prepared for you? Are you ready to hear about the new programs for 2022? Let's do this. The first program will be called the FIDE Express Preparation. And this is for those who are pressed with time and they must get ready to pass their FIDE successfully quickly. So that's when you need to be ready within a month or up to 3 months. And with this program, you will have up to 6 private lessons per month. You will have up to 4 group lessons per month. You will also have access to our brand new FIDE mock exam, which we have designed in-house. All the teachers have worked on it based on all the experience and all the feedback from our clients who passed the exam. So that's a really, really good tool to have. You'll also have access to the Prêt à FIDE e-course, our French toolbox, and also access to our new private Facebook group, which will start in January as well. It's so exciting. The next program, so we have 2 programs for you, 2 new programs in 2022. This is called the Extensive Learning Experience. This really is an in-depth journey into French. We've noticed that our clients who do best are the ones who stay the longest with us and also who really invest and commit on the long term. When you learn a language, if you spend just 1 month or 3 months, of course you make progress, but what really makes a difference is when you can commit to a longer term learning journey. And that's why with this program, we will offer you to become part of this journey for 6 months or 12 months, and of course, always renewable. So we noticed that our clients tend to stay with us for a minimum of 6 months and also even a minimum of a year. As I said, some clients were with us for over 2-3 years, and they see that the investment in their success in French comes through long-term commitment. We really want to offer you much more than just private lessons. We want to give you an immersive experience for long-lasting results. So with the extensive learning experience, you will have up to 10 private lessons per month, up to 4 group lessons per month, up to 4 Club de Conversation lessons per month. So we're including extra conversation lessons, and that has been done so far with our super prof Brice. All our attendees loved it. You did a great job, Brice. Bravo. There will be something new called the Cultural Club. I will tell you more about it later. Access to the French toolbox, access to the French for Everyday Life e-course, access to the Prêt à FIDE e-course, again, our famous newly designed Examen Blanc, the FIDE mock exam, and also the access to our private Facebook group. So really, this is a completely immersive experience where you will see huge difference in your progress in French. Let me tell you about the Cultural Club. So the idea comes from something that I used to do when I was teaching face-to-face before. So this is me a few years ago, a bit younger. And this is something I called Les Salons d'Isabelle. This is something I was doing between 2016 and 2018. And what I did is that I was inviting people at my place, and I would post some little salons, some conversation events, in a kind of afternoon tea à la française. So we would have macaroons and tea, and we would talk about a specific topic every month. And this is one of our champagne events. So we had such a great time. We would also dress up. It was a really fun thing to do. So that's something that people kept telling me, are you going to bring this back? And with COVID, it was so complicated to host something face-to-face. But with the Cultural Club, we are going to try to have an event every month. And I say try because let's see how the COVID requirements, the COVID rules will change. But for sure, every month, we will have an online workshop on a specific topic, such as music, literature, cinema, gastronomy, wine tasting. And we will try every month to do a face-to-face in-person activity. So I'm really happy to announce that the first activity, if all goes well with COVID, will be a concert with me. So I will be giving my first concert in Geneva, in a secret space in Geneva. You will be invited once it will be confirmed, and that will be in February 2022. So I can tell you a little bit, it's going to be un concert à la française. So lots of beautiful classical French music with piano. It will be a really, really special experience for me to share this with you as well. I really look forward to it. So we are almost at the end of our event, our Prêt à Parler journey. And I would like to invite you to discover our learning journeys. And just for you, our dear clients, if you've been with us before, you're currently learning with us, or you are subscribers to our newsletters, I would like to offer you a Black Friday special offer. So you would have access before we launch the programs in 2022, in January 2022. And I invite you to click on this link. So I think Vincent will share, or Mia will share the link in the chat if you want to have a look at it. This offer will be valid until Monday evening, 29th of November, which is the Cyber Friday. Feel free to share it with everybody you know who might benefit from our programs as well. You know already how things work with us, so it would be wonderful if you could spread the news and also help other people benefit from our Black Friday offer. And before we end this webinar, I would like to draw our special prize. So as you remember, I said that I used to teach at Hotel Tiffany, so I want to redo this experience with one of you, lucky participants. And so we will have brunch. In the future, we'll get in touch with the winner. We'll have brunch in French, en français. It will be a kind of brunch and learn at Hotel Tiffany. And I think it will be a wonderful time. We'll have a great time together. So let's have a look at the participants we've had so far. Merci Vincent. He just shared the link for the Black Friday offer. So we have Lorraine and Prané who stayed with us until the end. I know that it's Thanksgiving dinner right now, so probably a lot of you are having lots of delicious turkey and pumpkin pie. I'm Canadian, so we already celebrated that a few weeks ago at the beginning of October. But for all of you American people and with American family, happy Thanksgiving. So let's do the wheel of names, my dear. We will do the wheel of names with Lorraine and Prané. If I can get out of my PowerPoint. As I told you, thank God I have my team to help me. I'm lacking of practice. Alrighty, let's do this. The wheel of names. Voila. So let's put the names of Prané and Lauren, and we will spin the wheel. Lorraine et Prané. There you go. Are you ready, everyone? Let's do this. qui a gagné. Bravo. Alors, c'est Pranay. Do you want to say something about this, Pranay?
I don't know what to say.
Yay. We'll be in touch with you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
We'll be in touch with you so we can find a time which will work for you. Okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Do you have any questions for us, Pranay, so far? It's all good.
Right now, I'm not sure about. I mean, I'll think about it and.
Of course. Thank you so much for being with us as well. Huh? That's great.
Thanks.
Thank you. And Lorraine, how are you today? How are you tonight?
Fine, thank you. Thanks for the wonderful seminar.
Oh, thank you for being with us tonight. It's a great pleasure to have you on board with us. Who is your teacher, Lorraine?
Prof. Brice.
Brice. Oh, very nice. Have you ever done, you do the conversation club with Brice as well or not? Ah, not yet. Okay, so that could be fun to do as well. So no breakfast at Tiffany's for you, Lorraine. I'm sorry, but another time.
That's okay. Another time.
Thank you so much for being with us. We're going to finish our presentation. Let me go back into the PowerPoint. Yeah. There you go, right here. And I'm going to mute Lorraine. Voila. So let's go back into the PowerPoint. So we're going to go to Hotel Tiffany, Pranay. The winner was Pranay. Well done. And so I would like to thank you so much, everyone, the whole Prêt à Parler team. Thank you so much, our dear customers, for your loyalty and for your confidence, your trust in us. Merci pour votre loyauté et votre confiance avec nous depuis toutes ces années. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, info@pretaparler.ch. And then that's it for now. Don't hesitate to share the Black Friday offer. Don't hesitate to have a look at it as well. We'll send you the replay of this event tomorrow morning, along with the link to our Black Friday offer as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Merci beaucoup d'être venu ce soir.
Merci à toi.
Merci, oui, merci à tout le monde.
Merci, je vous souhaite une très belle soirée et puis tout de bon pour tout ce qui s'en vient en 2022.
Merci Isabelle.
Merci tout le monde.
Merci, à bientôt.
Au revoir.
Salut.
Au
Ciao
revoir.
tout le monde.